Hi everyone, how are you? Hope everyone is having a great day. In the chat, I can see Herb, so welcome. And I'm not sure if there's anyone else that is lurking. I haven't made a lurking video, so there's that. Okay, we did the poll. I don't have it in front of me. On what animals we were going to pick from, and dogs won. So the first dog I chose to do is my dog, Royce, and he's a beagle. Let me see if I can get this where you can see the picture, the reference picture I have. Well, actually, I can show you. That's a picture of Royce. Hello, Liz. How are you? So that is the dog that I am going to do tonight. So let's just get right into this and see how well I do. I'm very nervous when it comes to eyes, so we'll just have to wait and see what is going on here. Okay, all right. He is became a very handsome young boy, and he's very well behaved now, unlike the way he used to be. Okay, so let me switch this. Hi, JJ. How are you? And let's turn this down so you guys can see what I'm doing better. Now, on that picture, he's on a couch. It's a weird angle and he's on the couch. He's just gonna look like he's on something, not, you know. But, so let's go ahead and get the background done. And we're gonna do, I'm gonna go with a lighter color because I don't want him, I want him to stand out. So, I'm gonna go with some blue. All right, that's where I want to get that. Hi, Robin. How are you? If you weren't here when I said what I was going to be, um, what dog I'm going to be painting, I'm going to be painting Royce, my beagle. Um, let's see how that goes. Okay. Now this color down here, um, I'm going to go with a brown. For any of you who have not seen the picture of Royce that I'm going off of, this is the picture. So, of course, I'm using that as a reference. And Royce is mainly black, white, like a tan, and copper. So let's spray this a little bit. Helps the paint move a little bit faster, the better. Does it catch on the texture of the canvas? I do think I'm going to add a little bit of white in this because it's a little too dark. Like I need to fill up this thing. Welcome back, Herb. Okay. Now I'm going to dry this really quick just to speed up the process. You're welcome. Hi, Sandra. some black. Find the right toothbrush. Don't want to use. Hi, Natty. How are you? Hello, Cliff. Am I missing anybody else? Let me look. No, I think I've got everybody so far. Welcome, guys. Oh, Liz, I didn't know you weren't feeling well. I'm sorry. Sorry guys, I get so quiet when I am painting. Okay, so this first layer of white is not very very well coated, so I will come back over it and do more. But we're going to start on his face more. And his face is white, black, and copper. Now, I don't have copper. Can anyone guess, without looking at Google, how can I make copper? The color copper. Because he has copper on the side of, above his eyes, the side of his face, and then down here he's got like a light copper. Hey Neil, how are you? Okay, so we're gonna make some copper. And with copper you use about equal parts orange and blue. And that makes copper. I may have to add more to that color, we'll see. I hope that fan, you don't hear that fan. I get really warm. And there's my copper. See that on my, you can brighten it up with more orange, or you can make it deeper. But you have to not be careful not to go too much, or you're going to end up with a green. Because blue and yellow mix green, orange has yellow in it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with his face. And that's too dark. I'm going to put some white in it. And get a brighter. Now that's too bright. Okay, I gotta start over. I use that color for the other side. I need some more orange and start over. And maybe a little bit of a lighter blue as well. That way it won't be so dark. Colors are such a trial and error. Hi Mike, how are you? Yeah, this isn't working either. It's doing what I didn't want to do. It's going orange. So I think I'm just gonna just do it with orange, and we'll just call it a more orange. Um, whoops, just dropped my color in the garbage. This is actually looking closer to the color that I wanted because the blue's behind it, and I'm putting the blue over the top. So that works. Now, with the other color down below, I'll come back to this color, but down here, we need to make his tail. Now, if you know anything about beagles, thoroughbred beagles all have white tips on the end of their tail. That is the sign that it's a thoroughbred beagle. So that's kind of what we got to do. Just make sure that we put a white tip on his tail. Awesome, Mike. I love gouache paints. Gouache can be used like a watercolor or it can be used like an acrylic paint. So it could be watercolor or acrylic. Now, once you use it, if you do it, if you don't seal it and it gets wet, it turns back to paint. So remember, if you're going to use the gouache, to make sure that you seal it after you're done. And there's his white tip on his tail. Now, we'll start with this other color that he has. Right here. Okay. You're welcome. I should do gouache on uh, a gouache night. I haven't done one in a long time, so I probably should do one after maybe this series because this is going to be a 4-part series. Okay. This is true, Herb. Now, Royce looks like he's wearing a harlequin mask over across his eyes. So his eyes are, it's like a triangle. If you know anything about harlequin, so it goes up like that, and he has it on both eyes. I'm not in anybody else's chat. Is there another Connie over there? Because I know there's a Connie Beecham, and there's me. I know there's one other Connie. I just don't know who it is. I've seen her though in other chats, but I don't know her. Thank you, Liz. I like that brush for little tiny work. Smaller brush. I don't know who Andrew Mason is. Okay, so another characteristic of the beagle: one, they have big ears. Two, they have most of them have what's called a blaze, which is that line down the center of their from their nose up their head. Sometimes it goes all the way over. Sometimes it's thin. Sometimes it's wide. Some beagles don't actually have a white blaze, but Royce has a very thin white blaze that goes up just past his eyes. So we're going to put his blaze in. Let's see if we can move this a little bit. Thank you, Maddie. He's really pretty. When we got him, he had this orange part back here, yellow part back here, and then he had a little bit of the orange on his face, but the rest of him was completely black. And now he's got the orange under his ears, behind his ears, on the back of his head, but you can't really see very much orange from the front. Thank you, Herb. Okay, let's see if we can get this face better. Now he has freckles too. That's another thing he has. He's got freckles on his. Can't see him so much on here. He's got him on his belly. He's got him on his muzzle and everything. Um, accidentally covered up the orange on the top of his head. You know what though? I'm going to color it with white first. Plus, right here. And I'll come back in with the orange. Now his eyes are really um, dark brown, which is going to be hard to convey on here. I will try. So I'm going to put we need some little bit of gray and white so that I can have a shadow on his where his legs are sitting next to each other. I'm going to use a little bit of a really light gray. which is going to give you the separation and the shadow of his legs. Okay. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Herb. Okay, now we're going to go back to white and cover more of this blue that's poking through because he has no blue on him. I don't know how I got that on there. I got some blue right on his back. Oh, okay. Alright, so hi Bonnie, welcome. So it's gonna be hard to see his brown eyes on this black. I'm gonna tell you, if it's not in really good lighting, I can't tell the differential of his eyes and the black around him because his eyes are so brown. But I'll put a highlight in his eye, so hopefully you'll be able to see it. And then he's got this thing right over his, like next to the orange. He's got like, um, it's not gray. It's just it's white and black um, hair. Put that right there. And then we put a little bit on here. And put some of these freckles in his belly. Um, and anyone who's come in since I said who I'm painting, this is my beagle that I am painting. He is just past 2 years old, and back when I used to do my lives when he was a brand new puppy, anyone who ever watched my lives got to hear him. Now he's a good old boy. He's laying in there sleeping. And then I can do it across the top of his head where he's sitting in this picture. He has a little bit of a highlight going across the top of his head. I can find the right brush. It'll work. So I'm going to put a little bit of a highlight across his head. And he also has one on his back. Yeah, you remember him barking? He still does occasionally, but I can now come in my craft room and paint, and he doesn't throw a fit. And Ron actually, oops, wrong color. Ron actually went to bed, and he's in there asleep on the couch. And he's become a really good boy. All right, put a little bit of this gray right around his nose. Here we go. Um, Rom's doing okay. He is what we're calling, he's learning his new normal. He's been able, he takes Royce to the park twice a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, in the afternoon. And he was able to go on, uh, he's been able to go to the gym the last 2 days and just do a little bit of a extremely light workout. Um, he loves, he used to be a bodybuilder, so he has to be really careful because his tendencies is to uh, push himself too hard, and so he can't do that anymore. Okay, I think that is done. Um, just a little bit of shadowing. Okay, I think that is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign my name. This is not the brush I usually use. Gotta use a different one. Better. This is the brush I use. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, Liz. And I'll show you both of them. Of course, my painting is not exactly like the dog. I never tried to do anything exact because then I put way too much pressure on myself and then I quit and throw it away and start new. I start over and over. So it looks like I've got some white peeking through right here and right here. So I'm going to make up some more of that little bit of that blue or brown and white and cover that. There we go. Okay, let me move this palette so I can show you my painting next to the real doggy. Move this up so you can see him. Don't want to get you a flash in your face. So yeah, there we go. And there's my Roycey. What do you guys think? Hope you like it. Looks like I do have some blue up there. I gotta fill in as well. Move that back over. One thing about canvases a lot of times is the texture. Sometimes the paint just kind of glides over it, and then when it dries, you can see where it has glid over it. That's better. There we go. Let me switch back to me. Let me push this back. So, there we go. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Liz. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so this is Mr. Roycey. I think I didn't quite do enough. You can see the shadowing of his legs there, but when it's further away, you can't see that as well. But actually, you can't see it very well on him either. So, I guess I did that okay. So, yeah, hope you guys like that. Now, I need to figure out 3 more dogs to do for the next, for Sunday night, Tuesday night, and next Thursday night. So, this is my task to you. If you'll go into the comments and put what kind of dog you want me to do, and then I will do, instead of doing a poll, I will just do a pick, like a raffle of 3 of them. And then those are the 3 that I will do. So I hope you guys had enjoyed this, and I hope you have a most blessed week, and I hope you have the next blessed weekend. And call somebody, check in on them. Sometimes that's exactly what someone needs, is just someone to check in on them. Also, don't forget to read the Bible that somebody reads today. Bye, guys. See you on the next one. I'll probably see most of you in another chat. Bye bye.